And here we are at second half action here at the first round of the wheelchair basketball games, brought to you by NVWG. So far, the red team has an early advantage, leading the gold team 25-19, getting set for second half action. Mike, so far we've seen a lot of hustle and determination and just a lot of good playing so far.
Oh yeah, these guys are not starting to see who's who out there and who can do what. Their game will get better in the second half. I'm sure they made some adjustments during halftime. You get those experienced guys like Joe Whitcamp, George Norton, and Jimmy Mays and figure out who's going to do what with each other, how they're going to match up.
And speaking of...
There's a nice play to bring it in the big man in the paint, and he missed the shot.
Yeah, O'Brien misses it as the ball is being tipped around. It's going to be controlled by Palacios. Palacios is going to pass it. It's going to be out of bounds.
Oh, man, he got it.
Millington tried to get there, but unfortunately he
A little too far out for him reaching that be out inside.
hit the line. So, and passing it in is Lopez. Lopez to Norton. Norton's going to get into the paint, put up the left-hand jump. Bank shot is in. 2 more points for Norton. And that's going to cut the deficit to 25-21. Red team with the slight advantage here early in the second half.
They started with a couple big guys down low to try and keep them away and have the perimeter shot. Maybe slow down that red offense and cut that lead down.
Millington with the ball on the right side, getting to the baseline, trying to get into the paint, looking for somebody, puts up a shot. It's a little long, rebounded by Palacios. Palacios passes it back out. Ball's being tipped around. Back to Millington. Millington puts up the jumper, misses it. Rebounded, cleared out by Short. Short's going to give it to Norton, back to Short. Short over to Lopez on the left side, being pressured by the red team. Back to Norton. Norton's going to be on a one-on-one, trying to get into the paint. Fake passes it, but he's going to get fouled as he puts up the layup. He's going to be fouled by Hogue.
Once again, we see George at the foul line.
It doesn't matter what side of the court that we're on, does it? After we switch sides, Norton's still there. He's setting up shop at every free throw line. Norton's first shot is up and in. Another point for George Norton. And there's going to be a sub for the red team coming in. Will be Rangel Carpio. And there is some confusion. And now we're getting set for Norton's second free throw attempt. And that is up and out.
Millington's looking up court.
And he finds Hogue. Hogue's trying to get in, looking for somebody, being pressured by Short. And that ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. And that's going to be a good defensive pressure there by Short. Short looking for somebody just over half court, finds O'Brien at the top of the key. O'Brien dribbles to his left. Now on the left side, approaching the baseline. Passes it into Norton. Norton under the hoop, misses a shot, gets his own rebound, misses it again, puts up another shot. And that one's going to be rolling around, cleared out by Millington. Had a lot of good opportunities under there to give his team some more points. Fortunately, the ball wouldn't go in. Here comes Trenton. Trenton back to Millington, just into the three-point line. Millington going to put up the shot, and that's going to be banked in. Millington, 2 points.
Not letting that yellow come back at all.
27-22, red with the slight advantage. 17:50 remaining here in the first half. O'Brien now with the ball at the top of the key, looking for somebody. Dribbles to his left, outside the three-point line. O'Brien finds Short at the free throw line, puts it up, and that's going to be a little long. Ball's going to be rolling out. Short chases down his own rebound, and he gets it. Short looking for somebody, back to Norton, outside the three-point line. Norton passes it into O'Brien. O'Brien misses the first shot, gets his own rebound, puts it up. 2 points for O'Brien. Cuts the lead down to 3, 27-24, 17-20 remaining here in the first half.
Got a couple turnovers here, we got us a tie game again.
Millington trying to bring it over half court. And he gets caught up, passes it to Rangel Carpio. Rangel Carpio looking for somebody. Trying to get in, trying to find a good pass. being pressured by Norton. Back to Millington on the outside the three-point line. Millington being caught up, trying to find, the ball's being on the ground, loose ball. Millington looks like he picks it up, gets it, looking for somebody inside the paint. Clears it back out to Rangel Carpio, setting up a play, being pressured by Lopez. Back to Hogue on at the free throw line. Hogan to Millington. Millington misses this wide open layup, rebounded by Norton.
Looking down court.
Norton to Short. Short's trying to get a fast break going. Looking for somebody.
On the right, there he goes.
Finds O'Brien. O'Brien, here comes Norton down the middle of the lane. 2 points. Misses it, but once again,
Another foul.
Norton's going to be at the free throw line.
George likes to head to the paint and attract attention, I think.
And as Norton gets ready for his free throws, Mike, why don't you tell us a little bit about how the teams are composed and how these teams are put together?
Well, basically, we come here and it's an event to introduce people to the sports, and so that they can go home and try and do stuff. And it's all about the new injuries, and so basically everybody that signs up for the game is put into a computer, and they spit them all out, trying to give everybody the same amount of ones, twos, and threes, so they can make their 12-point lineups and stuff. And some guys have been around forever and know each other and can match up on how to play. And, until you get here and start playing, you don't know what you're going to have, because there's names you might not recognize at all.
Yeah, some of these guys are, they've been around this game for years, and there's also first-time participants. And, when they get here, they don't know who's always going to be on their team. It's kind of a luck of a draw type of thing, right?
Kind of like the military thing. They throw you in with a group of guys, and it's like you guys got to learn each other's strengths and work together and make it happen, because, it's a double elimination tournament. You lose 2 games, you're out, so.
And back to the action, as O'Brien gets into the paint, puts up a layup. This deficit has been cut. Down by 1 point, 29-28. The red team with a slight lead. Gold team trying to get back into this game. Millington to Whitcamp. Whitcamp trying to get into the lane. Just over half court. Outside the three-point line at the top of the key. And there's going to be a foul. It's going to be a pushing call. Whitcamp's going to draw the personal foul. And Rangel Carpio will be taking the ball out just over half court.
Looks like Yellow's adjusted their defense a little bit to handle their game in the paint, going to try and make them shoot from the perimeter. They got a couple of those big guys underneath and taking away those easy points.
Yeah, you can see. Gold team's kind of really pressuring it down. They were down to start this start the second half, and now they're down only by 1 point. So their defense is really getting into it. And as that ball is being tipped around, Millington puts up a shot. It's going to rim out. It's going to be controlled by Short. Short defensive rebound. Here comes Norton. Norton being pressured by a group of red guys. Here comes Norton. He's one-man fast break getting into their pay. Passes it. Nice pass to McCutcheon. McCutcheon can't handle it. Ball's being saved back to Norton. Norton's trying to find somebody. This ball's going to be tipped around.
Joey Whitcamp tried to pick his pocket.
It's good hustle there by Whitcamp to try to get that ball.
He knocked it out of bounds, but he almost beat it to the sideline and got a turnover again. It is a fast one, that Joe.
Short looking to pass it into Lopez. Lopez puts up the shot. It's going to be a little long. Ball's going to be rolling out and out of bounds. Red is going to get the ball. 14:25 remaining here in the second half. 29-28 is the lead for the red team. Here comes Whitcamp. Just over top of the key. Players are being called out by the bench. No call by the referee. Whitcamp loses it, looking for a call. Norton picks it up. Now he's going to race down, try to set up an advantage. 4-on-2 advantage for the goal team. Into Short, nice behind the back pass to O'Brien. 2 points, O'Brien.
Best lead for Red since the first half.
That's a 30-29 lead for the gold team now. Good no-look pass there by the gold team. They really got their fast break down pat.
Their defense is showing up. Look at Joey's even having a tough time getting a half court now.
Whitcamp now with the ball at the top of the key, being pressured by a group of gold teammates or enemies.
Oh yeah, they're working as a team much better now.
Whitcamp looking for somebody, just passes it in to Norton. Norton back to Whitcamp.
You get that big guy in the paint, pushing.
And Trenton's bank shot goes in. Ball being right back to, or score going right back to the red team, 31-30. 13 minutes remaining here in the second half.
Oh, now defense, and now Red's putting the press on.
A lot of, this is a very important game as, so both teams are going to play with a lot of defensive intensity. That ball is going to be tipped out, and here comes Whitcamp. Whitcamp's trying to try to get the fast break. Gets into the lane, puts up the shot, misses the layup. Norton's there for the goal team to take the rebound. And there's a spill. Oh. And there was a crash. Norton's going to be.
They're calling them on charging. Look, the chairs are hooked together. I guess they can't say no contact there when they can't unhook from each other.
There had to be obviously contact, right?
All right. Well, here's your class 3. He'll unstrap, stand up, get out of the chair, take the wheels off. That's a little difference in your point value right there.
And as you
get up, stand up out of the chair. You know, a lot of these guys can't get out of that chair.
And as you mentioned, George Norton, he won the Spirit of the Games award last year, so he's rocking the new chair.
Oh yeah, he's got that new Care basketball chair in bright yellow. George has to be seen from far, far away. The old one used to be lime green, now he's got that bright yellow. Actually, it goes great with his jersey.
Right.
He's on the right team this year.
He's very color coordinated. But, you know, he demands attention because, you know, he's pretty much to do it all for the goal team. He's been rebounding, scoring points, getting the fast break. Making the assist.
Guys, trying to direct traffic. Come on, guys, move around a little here. To sit still is not good in this game. There's wheels on that chair for a reason. Roll it.
Wagner will be passing it in from the timeline into Whitcamp. Whitcamp trying to set up a play down by, or up by 1 point is the red team. Over on the left side, being picked by Shara. Whitcamp's shot is up and banking in on
nice shot, right over Norton.
Just inside the three-point line. Whitcamp once again showing that soft touch with that bank shot. 33-30, the red team increases their lead. Short now with the ball for the goal team. Short looking for somebody, back to Norton at the outside the three-point line. Norton looking for somebody who's going to be a double pick by the goal team. Norton still looking for somebody. He's getting inside the lane into O'Brien. O'Brien's layup is missed. Ball being tipped around. Out of bounds.
That big guy, once he's posted up, got to show a little more patience. He's getting rid of it too quick. He holds that ball up. He's a foot above everybody else. Take your time.
Yeah, he has a big advantage when it comes to size. He's, as you said, a foot taller than almost everybody out there. So Whitcamp with the ball on the left side, just outside the three-point line. Free throw line extended. Whitcamp looking for somebody. Down by the baseline, looking for somebody still. Being set by Wagner. Whitcamp still with the ball, looking for somebody to pass it into Millington. Millington's shot is up and bounces out. Rebounded by another red was Shara. Shara misses his shot, rebounded by O'Brien. Here comes the goal team with the possession. Wansley with the ball now, trying to get it past half court. There's going to be a 10-second violation on the goal team. Good pressure there by the red team to keep the goal team away from on this side of the half court.
Yeah, they've been playing the press here after that fast break was coming up. They're pressing them and not letting them get those quick passes and moving. They're working even for their inbound play now.
11:16 remaining here in the second half. Whitcamp looking for somebody to pass it in just over half court.
Wagner loses the handle, gets it back.
Finds Wagner. Wagner back to Millington. Millington to Whitcamp on the left side. Misses a three-point line. Rebounded. Rebounded by Short. Norton with the ball, looking to get over this pressure. And good up the pass to Wansley. Wansley's going to have an uncontested layup if he gets there in time. Puts up the layup, misses it. Good hustle by the red team to get down there to get the easy layup. Red team now with the ball, being pressured by Wansley again. Back to Millington. Millington looking for somebody. Finds Whitcamp just over half court. O'Brien tries to get in his way but can't do it. Whitcamp shakes by him. Whitcamp on the left side now, just outside the three-point line. Pivots his way around. finds Millington inside the paint, looking for somebody. Ball goes up and in. Assist to Whitcamp, 2 points to Millington, 5-point lead again for the red team.
Just goes to show you how fast. Yellow had that big comeback and adjusted to slow him down, and red came right back and said, oh, you want to play that way? We'll win that way too.
Yeah, both teams trying to, gold team's trying to get back to this lead. Red team's trying to increase their lead. Good old-fashioned basketball going on right now.
Now they've been playing for long enough, they're starting to know each other.
Exactly.
They're adjusting and making it a lot harder every possession.
Norton with the ball now outside the three-point line. Gets inside the three-point line, down by the baseline, puts up the bank shot, 2 points. He's got a soft touch.
If you're at the free throw line, watch him coming around. You give him that bank shot, he'll take it off the glass every time you give it to him open.
And that three-point lead for the red team.
Down, getting the big guy underneath. Now, can they find him with the ball?
Whitcamp looking for somebody. He's going to put up a bank shot of his own, but that's going to be a little long. Ball's being tipped around. Millington's going to get it underneath the hoop. 2 points to Millington. Millington with the offensive rebound. He's at the right place at the right time again.
It don't hurt to throw that three when you get that big man in the paint sitting under the basket. If it don't bounce too far away, Jim's all over it, and then he's got a short throw back.
Short now with the ball as the red team tries to get back on defense. Short looking for a lane. Going to try to get a set of pick. Nice pass into Norton. Norton's shot is missed. Gets his own rebound. Another 2 points by 2-point miss by Norton, but O'Brien's there, and that one goes in.
He's got his back. Oh yeah.
As you mentioned earlier, as there's a timeout on the floor, as you mentioned earlier, O'Brien, he's a lot bigger than a lot of these guys out here. If you can get him under the lane, then he's going to get a lot of offensive rebounds for you.
He just holds that thing up in the air and nobody's touching it. So be patient with it. Take your time and set up your shot. George, that's unusual. 3 in a row to miss.
Yeah, he had a lot of good opportunities under there, but luckily for the gold team, O'Brien was there to back him up, get another offensive rebound, and
they're picking each other up, trying to make a game. We're back down to 3 points,
Yeah,
long shot, but the gold don't seem to have the 3-point shooter.
Yeah, the gold. It looks like from
that game's inside game.
So far from what we've seen, gold is you're playing a lot of inside games, getting some fast break opportunities, and but both teams are playing really relentless defense. Not letting anything really easy happen. So.
Oh no, everything is contested.
Yes, we have yet to see an open jump shot or open shot from anywhere, unless George Norton's free throws. That's the most open we've seen so far. 9:20 remaining here in the first half as we're waiting for the timeout to get over with. Score 37-34 in favor of the red team.
They're trying to figure out who needs minutes still and get their people in for the minutes so they can finish with their strongest lineups and everybody has their time in.
Yes, as you mentioned, every player on the team has to play a minimum of 10 minutes.
8 minutes.
Is it 8 minutes?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It might be 10 in basketball. I'm used to rugby. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, 10 minutes. So, nobody's going to be riding the bench. Everybody's going to be getting their action in.
That's where they really got to blend and say who's going to work with who and make sure they segregate so that it's not all stacked at one time and all beginners the next.
Exactly, because
that's what a team like that red team, you put a bunch of beginners out there, they're going to ring it up to 10 points in no time.
Yeah, it comes down to strategy, especially as we're getting to clutch time in the second half. You want your good players who have been helping you out throughout the game in the game as well. So
they got to take some sitting time during the game, get a little breather, save some for the end, because that big quick, that last 2 minutes is always the biggest.
Exactly.
Especially with this game, swinging 5 points to 1 point to the other team and back.
And Whitcamp trying to weave his way through the half court. Ball's going to be tipped around, stolen by the gold team, back to the red team. Millington's going to pick it up, and that's going to be a 10-second violation on the red team. So gold team's going to get the ball. That's the second 10-second violation we've seen in the last couple of minutes.
They've been starting to press, like even the inbound and getting into half court now is contested as they learn each other and who to put on who.
Nothing is easy, and especially now we're in the second half, close ball game. Nothing's going to come easy for either one of these teams. But Norton now with the ball, he tries to pass it into O'Brien. Nice pass into the paint.
Yeah. The big man underneath, you don't pass that up, man.
And Norton knew that right away. He saw the big man underneath. 2 points for O'Brien, cutting the lead down to 1 for the red team. Whitcamp now with the ball being pressured by Norton, almost stolen by Norton. Millington gets in there, takes the ball for the red team, back to Whitcamp. Whitcamp looking for somebody, being pressured by O'Brien, gets inside to the free throw line, puts up the shot, and that one rolls in. 2 points for Whitcamp. Another 3-point lead here for the red team. 8:20 remaining here in the second half. May with the ball now just over half court. May trying to get in there. Pick set by O'Brien. May looks for Norton underneath. Ball being tipped around, stolen. Hips was. And speaking of Hips, here he comes down trying to get a fast break opportunity.
Larry got back pretty quick in front of him. 2 big guys.
Yeah.
Been playing this game a while.
And Whitcamp puts up the bank shot again. He doesn't miss a lot of those, does he?
They got the outside shooting on red. They was like taking away their paint game and said, we're going to make you shoot from outside. Joe says, all right, well, I'll just hit him from out there.
And he's been hitting them all game, so it's nothing new for this red team as they still have a 5-point lead. May trying to get the ball in for the gold team. And there's going to be a foul on the play. May will be taking it out. Free throw line extended on his left side.
McClary lines up pretty big up there.
Yeah, McClary, another big man for the gold team.
He's been getting his rebounds, you know. Not looking like the youngest guy here, so he's probably got a little bit of experience, you know.
Yeah, you got McClary, you know, a big man for the gold team. You got O'Brien on the other side, a big man. And you got Norton, who's been, you know, passing the ball excellent. Everything.
Pretty tall and size.
So,
great reach.
And here comes May just outside the three-point line. Back to McClary inside the paint. 2 points, misses it. McClary gets his rebound back, puts up again, keeps getting his own rebound, and he's fouled on his 4th attempt.
That's the beauty of those big guys. Just keep those hands up there. Comes back, you can get them first.
McClary had his opportunity to get his 2 points, but he was fouled on one of his attempts.
He's going to have to get him from a little farther away.
Yeah, he's going to have to get him from the free throw line. As McClary's trying to get his gold team back into a 1-possession ball game, as the red team leads 41-36, 7:15 remaining here in the second half. As McClary's first free throw is a little short, so a second one will be attempted, and that one's a little short, but he's going to get his own rebound back and try it up again. That one's short again, but Norton's there for the offensive rebound, and he is fouled. Excuse me, he was not fouled. That ball went out of bounds, and it's going to be gold ball again.
They're getting their chances to get back in it. They're just going to put one away and put a stop on the red team, which hasn't been that easy tonight.
Norton's pass into May is missed. That was another layup missed by the gold team. They're getting their opportunities. They got
good ball movement. They're not finishing.
They're just not capitalizing on it. And if they want to get back into this game, they're going to have to start making those.
Yeah, you haven't seen the red miss 4 in a row.
We haven't seen the red with the ball for a while, to come to think of it. And there was a jump ball on that play, so red team will finally get it. As Hips will be
up pressing way fast.
Yeah, full court pressure here by the gold team.
2 big guys up front trying to keep it from even making half court.
Norton pressuring Whitcamp as Whitcamp gets it over half court. Whitcamp on the top of the key, tries to get into the paint. Passes it into the paint to Paul. Paul
gets his eyes behind his head.
Whitcamp is doing it all. He's
trying to beat a double team. He sees a guy open underneath. Beautiful no-look pass, pops it right into there.
And a 7-point advantage for the gold team, 43-36. 6:43 remaining here in the second half. May finally gets it over half court, just beating the 10-second rule. May back with the ball, trying to get into the paint, puts up a shot, and that one rims out. Back to McClary. McClary misses a wide open layup, puts it up again, misses it. Keeps trying to get his.
There's a charm,
He puts in the 2-point basket for McCleary. 43-38, 6:15 remaining here in the game. McCleary, I think he's just missing those on purpose to pad his rebounding stats.
I don't know. He's great at getting the rebound, sinking and finishing. It's giving him a hard time.
And Whitcamp now circling around, trying to find somebody. Puts up a jumper from free throw line and puts it in. Whitcamp is on fire. He is.
Joey can shoot from anywhere.
He's been shooting it. You know, he's been banking it in. He's been getting layups, jump shots from everywhere. 3-point baskets. And trying to get into the paint is O'Brien. O'Brien puts it in, keeping the deficit at 5 for the gold team. Gold team going to put a pressure on. Whitcamp into Paul. Paul back to Whitcamp. Whitcamp trying to beat the defense. And look at this speed going through. He's going to get into the paint, and he's going to pivot around, trying to find somebody. Puts up another pass to, and ball's going to be knocked around.
Okay, yellow takes possession. Norton's got the ball.
Norton with the ball now. 5-point deficit for the gold team.
Big guys heading up front.
Norton trying to get in, looking for somebody. Passes it to short back to Norton. Norton's shot is up and in. Norton another bank shot, so cutting the lead down to 3.
We got Jake on a fast break, one-on-one with Mr. Short.
Here comes Jake Hibbs trying to get into the paint. Just under 5 minutes remaining here in the second half. Hibbs looking for somebody. And
Joey banks another long one.
Joey Whitcamp is, every time I say he has the ball, you might as well just assume he's going to make it, because he has been making everything.
Put it in the hands of somebody else for a no-look pass. It's a perfect assist.
Exactly. And O'Brien passes it in a short shot as it was going up. He is fouled on the attempt.
They need to capitalize on some of these free throws and keep this game tight.
So Cleveland.
Every time they cut it down to 3, they jump it right back up to 5.
Exactly.
You can't get 2 stops in a row on the yellow team.
And there is some Cleveland Short will be going to the line, trying to cut this lead into a 1-point possession as the red team leads 47-42, 4:23 remaining here in the game. And coming in for the red team, their big man, Millington. James Millington, seen a lot of action tonight. You know, he's a big guy that
He's another one that gets a lot of those rebounds underneath.
he's counteractive to the gold big guys, you know, O'Brien and
Well, you notice Joey Whitcamp tends to see where Millington is, angle around and shoot from the other side so the rebound goes his way. So if it does really miss from Joe, it ends a lot of times in Millington's hands right underneath with a short one to put back.
they've probably played together. They probably rigged this team together somewhere.
They've seen each other and played against each other.
They know each other well enough.
On the same team, it's like, okay, I know what we can do together. I'm tired of chasing you, Joe. I like being on your team.
And Short, both free throws are missed. Red team's going to get the ball. 4:20 remaining here in the game. First round action of wheelchair basketball brought to you by Invacare. We want to thank you for watching. This has been an exciting game so far. I feel like this one's going to go down to the wire, because these teams haven't been more than 5 points apart at times. So here comes Whitcamp getting picks, passes it in. Ball going to be tipped around. Gold team trying to get there, and red team's going to retain possession.
Gold's definitely adjusted to how Whitcamp's been doing it all, and they've been doing everything they can to stop him, but he just keeps finding a way. They're definitely slowing down the pace of the scoring on the red, but they need to do some scoring of their own if they're going to turn it around.
Well, they're going to have to get the ball out of Joey Whitcamp's out of his hands, because he's been making everything. And speaking of him, he gets the ball back and he puts another shot in. 2 more points for Joey Whitcamp. 7-point advantage now for the red team. 49-42, 3:50 remaining here in the game. Short now with the ball just over half court. Passes it to Norton. Norton mishandles it. Short gets it back. Short back to Norton. Gold team's going to have to start.
Coming around and sets up 2 shots.
Gold team's going to have to start looking for some points as they're behind. Good pass from Norton into Short. Short misses the layup. Rebounded by Paul. Whitcamp gets the ball. And that ball, his pass is tipped around. Whitcamp still gets it. He's a 1-on-2 disadvantage, looking for somebody. He finds Rangel Corpio. Rangel Corpio